everyone. So I'm sure you all know by now that there is a lot going on in the world at the moment. Recently, because of all of this, it has made me reflect a lot more. It has made me reflect a lot more and write more on my gratitude lists. I know I just recently made a things to be happy about video, but I wanted to make another one just to kind of like lighten the mood and to brighten up your day. And I apologize in advance if I repeat myself. I can't really keep track of what all I've already talked about. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So number one on my list would be Snapchat filters. I just love when I'm in a crappy mood and then I get on Snapchat and I find one of the like really funny filters that they have on there, and it just brightens my mood times 100. And I also love whenever I share those Snapchat filters with like an older family member, like my dad for example. I used to do this all the time. He would also get a kick out of them, and I would make tons of like videos and stuff of him. And I also love it because sometimes when I'm not feeling my greatest and I don't have on makeup, you know, and I want to take pictures of myself, I'll get on Snapchat and the filter will just, you know, make me look good for me and I won't even have to try. Number two is the way a puppy's ears flop. And I believe I'm talking about a basset hound. I don't know, the dogs that have like the really long floppy ears that whenever they run they kind of like stumble over top of them and they're just like flying all over the place. I've just always thought it was so cute. Three is cookie dough. I know a lot of people tell you not to eat cookie dough, but I always have, and sometimes it's actually better than the cookies baked. 4 is finding old treasures. The other day I was cleaning my room, I was going through my jewelry box, and I found some older like jewelry that I used to wear when I was younger. Like I found some silly bands, some candies, a slap bracelet, the jelly bracelets. I found all kinds of old things that I used to wear as a kid that I'd forgotten about for a long time, and it just made me feel really nostalgic and took me back to the simpler times. Number 5, I feel like I have talked about on my channel before, but I can't really remember. And that is just the smell of fresh popcorn. I love it whenever you make popcorn in the microwave and the smell just goes throughout the entire house and it smells like a movie theater or something in there. It just smells so good. Number 6 is the way people with glasses push them back with that one single finger. Now, I don't have glasses, but when I was a kid, I was told that I should wear them whenever I'm watching TV, but I never did because I didn't like the way that I looked with them. But I do think it's cute when people with glasses just take that one single finger and like push them back on their nose. I don't know why. I notice the little things. 7 on my list is some of my favorite types of candies, and you can only get them around like Christmas time and the holidays, and they're called Melty Mints. They're very similar to the candy cane Hershey Kisses, which also are only out during Christmas time. I don't know why, they are so good. But I usually get them at Hickory Farms. I believe there used to be this little shop next to the flea market that also sold them, but for some reason they stopped. I don't know why. They're absolutely delicious, and if you have not tried them around Christmas time, you definitely need to go to your local Hickory Farms if you have one and get some. They're so good. Number 8 would be cinnamon rolls. Once again, this kind of like goes along with like the popcorn thing that I was talking about. Like whenever you make them in the oven, the smell just goes all throughout your house and it smells so good. And not to mention, cinnamon rolls are just really delicious. Number 10 on my list is things that glow in the dark. I don't know why I'm such a little kid when it comes to this stuff, but the other day I found a bracelet that I made when I was a teenager. I found this bracelet that I made when I was a teenager and it glows in the dark, and I don't know why, I'm very amused by things like that. Like if I could find some of those little like glow in the dark stars that you put on your ceiling, I would probably get them and still put them on my ceiling and have like no shame in it because I think that they are so cool. Number 11 on my list, for some reason in this video, I thought a lot about food, but a number 11 on my list was the smell of pot roast. The other day, my family was making some pot roast and the smell, it just smelled so good. It made my mouth water, like I couldn't wait for it to get done, and it was freaking delicious. I don't know, I guess it would be pot roast or the smell of pot roast. Number 12 is vending machines. I used to love when I was a little kid and my parents would give me change and then I would go and get me like a little sticker or a tattoo or a gumball or something. My hair keeps getting caught on my fingers and it's pissing me off. Like, it was just so much fun. And number 13 would be finding a parking spot in a crowded lot. I definitely do think that I've mentioned this in one of these videos before. It's very rare when this happens, however, it's really nice whenever you pull into a very crowded parking lot and you just out of nowhere find like a perfect empty parking space placed there just for you. 14 would be pastel collars. I don't know why, I've always thought that they were so pretty, and what made me think of this was Easter, because Easter has all these fun, like bright, pretty collars. Turquoise is actually my favorite, and I believe that's also one of the Easter collars. 15 is Easter eggs. Like, even when I was a kid, I would love the look of the little plastic, different colored Easter eggs. 16 is spring cleaning. It really is true that you are affected by your surroundings. Like, whatever you live in, it's gonna affect your energy. And just like going through some of your old stuff and throwing away stuff that you don't need anymore, it's just so refreshing, and I love having like a clean space because it definitely lifts up your mood and puts you at a very high vibration. 17 would be having just the right amount of money. There have been times where I've got up to the register and I didn't think that I was going to have enough for everything that I had in my cart, and then I get up there and I find out that I had just the right amount of money for it. That is so satisfying. 18 would be the sections per...
There's a piece of hair on my eyelash and I keep feeling it touch my cheek. It's pissing me off. 18 would be, oh my god, it's still there. Don't mind my dopey ass.
18 would be the sections which are perfectly even in a Kit Kat bar. I don't know why, this is just really satisfying to me. Like, looking at a Kit Kat bar and seeing not just a Kit Kat bar but also like a Hershey bar or something, like how they have all those little squares like perfectly evened out and sectioned off so that you can like easily break it off. I don't know, it's just very satisfying.
Hang on a second, I gotta try to get this hair off my eye. Okay. It didn't go off. Okay, got it.
Number 19 would be the welcome to signs whenever you're traveling out of state. I know that this is something that we're all kind of missing at the moment because we're not able to do that, but I love to travel, and I love it whenever, you know, I go out of state and we finally reach our destination and we see that sign that says welcome to, or when you're on your way back home and you finally, you know, reach your state from traveling somewhere far off and you see that welcome to sign. 20 would be finding a penny on heads. I've always heard that it was good luck to find a penny on heads. Not just that, but it's also like a sign, which I made a whole video on this. It's a sign that your loved ones that have passed on are around you, like especially if you find coins like pretty much everywhere you go, and this is something that happens for me very regularly. 21 would be McDonald's ice. I know I thought of the most random things that I could think of, but there's just something about their ice that you cannot find in like other ice. Like it's like crunchy and it's just, if you're an ice eater then you know what I mean. Like it's just, it's perfect. How a kitty smile looks like an upside down 3. It's just really cute. 23 would be a fresh jar of peanut butter. Like, I don't know why, it's just really satisfying to me whenever you open up like a brand new jar of peanut butter and the top layer is just all smooth and perfect and has not been touched. 24 is slime. I know, I'm like a big kid at heart, but I love watching the slime ASMR videos on like Instagram and stuff. My boyfriend thinks I'm weird for it, but like it's very soothing and like relaxing for me to watch. 25 would be dancing candle flames. Like I love this especially when there's like a thunderstorm or something going on out. 26 are incense. My dad just recently got me into them and got me a burner for myself. I never really cared for them back in the day because they would always give me headaches, but I've gotten kind of more used to them as time has gone on, and they just smell really nice, and the sandalwood ones probably are my favorite because they really relax me and make me tired, especially when I have not gotten that much rest. So they're like very perfect for like meditating and stuff if that's something that you're trying to get into. 27 is potatoes. I love all different types of potatoes. I never understood why people always use the term potato as like a bad thing. I mean, I guess I've done it before too with Sabrina. Like I told her one time I looked like a potato because I didn't have any makeup on. But like in a way I should be taking that as a compliment because potatoes are delicious. They are God sent. Like for real. I love all kinds of different types of potatoes. I love French fries, potato chips, scalloped potatoes, mashed potatoes. Oh, that's a big one. I just love all kinds of different types of potatoes. They're good, okay? So the next time somebody calls you a couch potato, just take it as a compliment because potatoes are amazing. 28 is the missing teeth in a kid's smile. I used to hate this when I was a kid, but looking back on it now, I just think that it's really cute and it shows your innocence. 29 is hide and seek. This used to be one of my favorite games as a kid, and I would still play it now if I had people to play with. Like, I don't even care. Hide and seek is fun. Number 30, and the last thing on my list for this video would be the way a kitty rubs its face against you when it wants to be petted. I just think that this is really cute, and I always heard that, you know, when a cat rubs its cheeks up against you or kind of like headbutts you, it considers you a part of its family, and my cats do this all the time. And I just think it's adorable because I've always considered my cats to be my family. They're my babies, so. But yeah, those were all of the things for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it brought a smile to your face. If you did enjoy, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and become a Morbid Maniac. We're almost 1,000 subscribers. Please share my channel with anyone that you think might be into paranormal stuff or any of like the random stuff that I do on here. I would really very much appreciate it, and I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video.